Hi guys, so I just wanted to show you guys how I would do my kind of curly look. Now obviously there's so many different ways you can curl your hair. You can kind of have tight curls, loose curls, quite high up curls, quite low down curls. Obviously my hair's quite long, so it does take quite a long time, so this is just my way of how I find it kind of works for me. I'm really lucky in the way that when I do curl or straighten my hair, it will kind of keep that in until I then wash it next, so I'm really lucky with that. So I'm just going to kind of show you how I do mine, see if kind of it gives you any techniques that you could use. Obviously everyone has their own way of doing it, so this is my way. I hope you enjoy. Obviously I'm going to talk you through what I use and how I do it basically. Hopefully it won't be too long a video, and obviously just want you to kind of have an idea of how I do mine. So first, what I like to do is definitely brush my hair. Now obviously it looks pretty straight at the minute. I just want to give it a nice brush through. I really like these Denman brushes. I find that I can't use a general brush. I either use ones like this or a tangle teaser. I absolutely love tangle teasers. I own about 8. I have one in my bag, one in my car, one at work, one everywhere, so just need them, they're an essential. So my hair is, I'd say freshly washed. I washed it yesterday. It is now early the next day, so I washed it probably last night, and it's now, I'd say about 24 hours ago I washed it, so it's basically freshly washed. So I am trying to not wash my hair that much. It's really hard. My hair is quite oily, so I'm just doing my best to try and not keep breaking and washing it, because I just feel like when I give into it, it's just going to keep getting greasy, and it will learn that kind of routine and just keep staying greasy. So I'm trying to train it. So this is another great way of doing your hair, because you can then dry shampoo it and then make it last as long as you can. So I am actually using the Remington curling wand. Now obviously it starts off thick and goes thinner. I really do want to get a nice thick wand. I do love the MollyMae's Beauty Work one, so I'm looking into that. If there's any other ones you guys recommend, please do let me know. But for now, this will do. So I always protect my hair. At the moment I'm using the Mark Hill Styling Heat Protection Spray. Now I'm getting along with this. I like it. It was a Christmas present and I'm going to definitely use it. Only thing I would say is it's quite sticky. To make the purpose of this video a little bit easier, I am going to be pinning certain sections up and stuff. It also is easier when you have thick long hair like mine. You also want to make sure you have your parting ready. I am just going to straighten that off a little bit because there is a little bit of hair that needs to be there. I'm going to just basically take probably halfway and section it off like that. Now again, I am sectioning with clips. I also have such thick heavy hair that I am going to have to section this main top bit with a hairband. So once you've got the start off layer, so what I'm going to do is just give it a spritz over with this Mark Hill spray. The good thing I like about this pump is you've got both two options. You can have quite a strong thick mist, or you can flick it around and have a bit more of a kind of spritzy delicate mist. It's good stuff though. Obviously take my curlers now that heat protectant spray has kind of soaked in, and I take quite a thick chunk. Now because this is quite a thin curler and I want quite big wavy curls, I get quite a thick chunk. I'd say about that much. I'm not very good with math, I don't know measurements, so I wouldn't know what that would be. Just a chunk. And then I just take the curls. Now again, where my hair is so long, the only nightmare I find with my hair is I have to I've got a leftover bit that I then need to go back onto the curlers with, but I only get that because I don't want my curls coming straight from, that was good, wasn't it? I don't want the curls coming straight from the top. I kind of want a little bit of space. So I'm gonna basically try and get as much excess hair on the wand as I can. Sometimes I can do it, sometimes I can't, for example. And then I'd hold it on there. I don't count. They usually say about 30 seconds. I mean, I've got the heat on the wand up the highest it can be, so I obviously don't want to singe my hair. Again, it depends on how tight you want your curls. Because I want mine again quite loose, I'm gonna not do it for too long. If you want them a little bit more tight, then obviously you want to make sure that you're leaving them on that a little bit longer. That's the perfect curl for me, because then what I'm going to do at the end is brush out, which I will show you. But what I sometimes do is take the curl up just to try and leave it in its kind of bunch. I will kind of take it up grab a hook and just pin it up, just so it's keeping that heat in itself. It's getting it out of the way for my next bunch, and it just means I know what I've done. I always curl away from my face, so again I'll show you properly when I come to doing this side, but the front curl at the front of my face, I do tend to kind of curl it away from my face. It's a technique that I've learned through my hairdresser, but also I know that it kind of, there's something it does to your face. I'm not very good at this, am I? Can you tell I keep dropping them? They say it like frames your face. I try not to tug too hard, like if I go like that, that's going to straighten the curls I've done, so I'm just going to hold it up almost. The more I'm doing these videos, the more I'm starting to feel more comfortable. Naturally, just talking to a camera does make, I've heard YouTubers say it before, and you think, oh, it's nice, like there's nothing to be embarrassed about, it's just you in your room, but it is strange talking to a camera, and especially like I mentioned before, everyone's at home, working from home, so I'm a bit like, I got this technique from MollyMae, although she has better clips. This is why I definitely want to purchase the Beauty Works wand. You'll get so much more used to curling your hair like weird angles once you've done it for a long time. I used to think, oh my god, I'm going to burn my neck if I do this, but you just get the hang. You can get like gloves to wear so that you don't like burn your hands and stuff, but I find my hair goes really static if I use them. Being a beauty therapist and working with wax, hot wax in your hands all day long, this is nothing. You can get them section clips wherever really. I think I got them maybe even in Wilkinson's. You can probably get them in Asda, anywhere really. How many times does that want to happen? Sometimes, like, I probably could get away with that, but it's quite a lot. Sometimes I will just half it, especially if I want it to last. The smaller bunches you do, the longer your hair will last, the curls will be tighter. So as I was saying about, obviously from the front of my face, I want to frame it so it kind of goes away from my face. It's more so from this top section because obviously I've got that short bit of hair, but obviously even here, just so it all matches. You kind of want it to all match. Okay, so while I let them curl, that looks so funny, look at me. While I let, obviously I wanted that so that all the curls could cool down a little bit. Now I'm going to start back here and start unclipping all the curls. I'm not going to brush this layer through yet, I'm going to brush it all through at the end. So I'm just going to literally start undoing any curls that I have. Obviously makes my hair look so much shorter, and then once at the end I brush it out. Okay, you'll see what I mean. So obviously we've now gave this side a little bit of time, so I'm going to let this one down, and you should have no more clips in your hair. So I know this looks like an absolute mop right now, but these curls have cooled down. That's my main thing at the minute. Then what I'm going to do is take this section down. So again, I'm just going to literally go straight through the middle. Make sure you've got no knots here, ready to start your next layer. So here, I'm going to get my heat defense. I personally never spray heat defense on my roots, that's going to make it really, really oily. I just do it wherever. I'm going to be putting the heat from the wand. I'm going to get a bit of a thinner layer now at the front here because I really want this layer at the front to really kind of stand out. So get your kind of a thinner layer than usual for definite. Away from your head. So obviously if I wanted it to curl into my face, I'd do it this way. Because I want it to go away, I'm putting it behind. long hair problems, having to like double wand your hair. Just give it a little bit. Obviously the thinner the ends, you don't want to leave it on the wand as long. I'm really lucky in the fact that my hair takes to most kind of tools. I mean, I could probably get a £10 straightener in Asda and it would probably straighten my hair, whereas obviously I know some people that have curly hair or wavy hair or just thicker hair that doesn't want to accept certain curlers. Takes quite a while, but then again, like I said, I'm really lucky. It will last me now until I wash my hair, which I'll try and leave maybe 3 days. It's so hard. It will probably get oily within tomorrow evening. It will start to go bad, but I try to, obviously when it starts to get really bad and I can't do much dry shampooing anymore, I will start then put my hair up. You may have seen, yeah, in my first video, in my get to know me questions Q&A, I did my hair in like a slick low bun. If you ever want a tutorial for that, let me know below, because I found that's my new way of having my hair when it gets greasy. It disguises it so well. Let's get you on a little bit because you would have definitely got bored just watching me curl my hair. So last strand, again, away from my face, and then we can see the magic happen. I definitely think the next step I'm going to show you with the brush is the game changer. I mean how that like goes away from my face, not in. You may get the odd strand like this. Obviously you want to make sure you go back and check everywhere, check you've got everything. This is kind of my go-to classy dressed up look. I love wearing my hair curled. I think with the colour I've got with my balayage, it really like looks nice with the hair colour. So again, I'm gonna go back round and take out my clips. You could go with your hair out like that, looks lovely. I personally think that's a bit more dressy for the look I'm going for. You'll see such a big difference from this to what I'm about to show you. I now know that this side has cooled down. Obviously that one's going to be a little bit more warm, you can feel the heat. I'm going to now take my trusty MollyMae Beauty Works brush. Absolutely love this. Now this is a bristle brush, this isn't just your usual kind of brush, this is a bristle brush. Absolutely needed this in my life, so glad I got it, it's brand new. None of this is ad, by the way, I bought this all off my own money. I absolutely love this. This is how you're going to get that bouncy look. What you want to do is basically just start brushing. At first you're going to feel static and weird and think that is not what I wanted to happen, but I can assure you it is. Once the static goes away, once you give it a little bit of a wiggle in the style, you already see that difference. I can now trust that these curls have cooled down. Again, you want to give it a bit of a play around, a bit of a spruce. The more you kind of twist it and feel it, the more you're going to get. So that is how I absolutely love my curls. And the only thing I'm going to go in with now is my Alve Extraordinary Oil, basically a miracle hair perfector, as it says on the bottle. It is beautiful, it smells amazing, and you do not want a lot of this, especially when you've just gone in and styled your hair. So all I'm going to do is get one pump of that. It won't be a lot at all. Really mix it into your hands. You don't even want there to be loads of residue in your hair. And I'm not even going to drag into it, I'm literally just going to puff it. Never put it on your roots, else you'll get really oily hair, and this will just give it a really nice healthy shine. I personally don't like the feel of hairspray. I do use it if I really need to, but I found that I'm really lucky with my hair that this will stay in, so I like to just give it a little bit of a shine with this, and then I leave it there, to be honest. I quite like the mess. I don't want it to be too perfect. I like it to be different curls, different lengths. And then you should get this kind of finish. As you can see, it's shiny, it smells absolutely beautiful, and it's really, really healthy, and this should last you. If you're really worried about sleeping with it, pin it up above your head. This is the finished look. Thank you so, so much for watching. I hope you achieve this hairstyle and this look from what I have been able to show you. You can use whatever kind of curler you want, as long as you're doing the protecting with the hair heat defense, the brushing through. You could even try it with a normal brush, but I do recommend getting some kind of bristle brush, and obviously using the clips just to kind of let the heat cool down in your hair. You should manage to do it. I hope this helps you guys. It was lovely to see you all again, and I will see you in my next video. Please like, subscribe, and put the notification bell on for me. Thanks guys, bye.